He was a man of principles.
I'll call the Border Patrol.
No, sir, please.
But the Mexican cartel tried to terrify him in his own country.
My orders are to take them back with me.
They killed innocent individuals in front of him, thinking they can stop him, but not realizing that this true American has made up his mind to defeat them in their own game. Welcome back to Paramount Recapped. I don't have many subscribers, but your single comment is a ray of hope to motivate me.
That can on the left.
Liam, a former Marine who could probably shoot the wings off a fly from 900 meters, is driving home, minding his own business. Suddenly, a kid named Alex bolts into the street like he's playing a real-life game, Frogger. Turns out, Alex and his mom are trying to make a break for the boy. Liam thinks, maybe I should call the Border Patrol, but Alex's mom gives him those puppy dog eyes that say, please don't ruin our escape. Reluctantly, he agrees. And wouldn't you know it, a black car full of thugs shows up, demanding Liam hand over the mother and her son. Liam's like, I know, we're in a different country now, buddy. Things go from bad to worse. And before you know it, bullets are flying everywhere like it's the 4th of July. One of the gangsters goes full Rambo with an AK-47. Liam, not one to stick around for target practice, rushes Alex and his mom into his car. But of course, one thug thinks he's Spider-Man and grabs onto the back of. Meanwhile, poor Alex's mom gets shot in the stomach. And if that wasn't enough, a dog starts barking its head off, signaling that there's another surprise visitor hiding in the back of their car. Just when you think it can't get crazier, a Mafia guy attacks them from the side, sending their car careening into a dirt pile. The thug gets tossed out like a rag doll, and Liam floors it. Later, some bad news hits. The gang boss, who was shot earlier, isn't breathing anymore. The gang's leader is furious, promising to get back at Liam. Apparently, this guy holds a grudge like a 90s sitcom. Things go from bad to worse for Alex's mom. She's bleeding out and knows she doesn't have much time left. She begs Liam to take Alex to some cousin's place in Chicago, like, here's your kid, no takebacks. Then, she gives Alex a keepsake and says her final goodbyes. Liam's probably thinking, great, now I'm a babysitter too. Later, when the cops arrive, we find out that Liam's daughter is actually the police captain. Small world, huh? There's a bit of drama though. Alex blames Liam for slowing them down. In his mind, if they hadn't been delayed, maybe his mom would still be alive. Liam, realizing things have gotten way too complicated, hands Alex over to border control and tries to wash his hands of the whole situation. The next morning, Liam spots a bloodstained bag Alex's mom left behind. When he opens it, he finds a stash of cash that makes him go, now it makes sense. It turns out, the gang wasn't just after Alex and his mom for fun. They were chasing that sweet, sweet money. Liam remembers the mom's promise of a reward if he helped Alex. And suddenly, things feel a lot heavier. Then, Liam spots the thugs hanging around near the customs office. Great, just what he needed, more trouble. Knowing they won't stop until they get the cash and Alex, Liam makes up a quick excuse to see the boy again. Once they meet, Liam's like, we gotta bounce. Now, they sneak out the back, but the gang spots them as they head to the car. Luckily, the bad guys are too slow to catch up. Not exactly a brain trust over there. Back at the farm, Liam grabs some essentials, and the two set off on their grand road trip to Chicago. Along the way, they stop for gas, and Liam buys an old-school map because, let's be real, he's definitely not a Google Maps kind of guy. Meanwhile, the thugs aren't giving up. They cross the border too, and as if they weren't already terrifying enough, they flash their tattoos, which somehow magically makes the border officials look the other way. When they get to Liam's house, they find a paper with all his info and a medal that one of them clearly has had their eye on, like it's a prize in a claw machine. Frustrated, they do what any self-respecting villain would do, burn the place down. Back at their hideout, they hire a hacker because, of course, they have a hacker on speed dial. He traces Liam's credit card to a gas station, so they head there for more clues. The poor gas station staff, not having a clue what's going on, watch in horror as the thugs beat up some random customers to steal the security footage. Later that night, Liam and Alex are having dinner when Liam finally asks the big question. Why is this gang so obsessed with you guys? Alex spills the beans, explaining how his uncle messed up big time with the gang. He overheard a phone call telling them to run, but it was already too late. His uncle got tortured to give up the location of the hidden money, which is why they've been hunted like contestants on a twisted version of Survivor. The next day, Liam, Alex, and a dog hit the road again, heading toward Chicago. Liam asks Alex to point out their destination on the map, probably thinking, man, I miss GPS already. While cruising down the road, They get pulled over by a cop. Right away, Liam senses something's fishy. The officer confiscates Liam's weapons and makes a mysterious phone call. Liam quickly figures out the cop's waiting for the gang to show up. In true action hero style, Liam gives the cop a warning. Don't sell out for some cash, man. But just then, the dog, who apparently doesn't need an invitation, leaps out and attacks the officer. Thanks to his Marine training, Liam takes the officer down without breaking a sweat. In the chaos, Alex accidentally drops the map, but Liam's like, forget it, we need to get out of here. With the gang hot on their heels, Liam pulls a fast one, taking a side road, dodging them like a pro. Another narrow escape. This guy should write a book on how to avoid disaster. The gang leader, enraged by the officer's interference, beats him and decides to get rid of him. While leaving, a gang member stumbles upon the map Alex had dropped, making things worse for Alex, and after losing his guns, Liam visits a friend to get new ones. By evening, they haven't made it to Chicago and stay at a hotel, paying extra to avoid using their IDs. However, the gang catches up, beats the hotel owner, and searches for them. Before the thugs reach their room, Liam calls the cops and escapes with Alex through a window. In the confusion, the gang loses track of the woods. Tragically, Liam's dog attacks one of the gangsters but is shot and killed. Heartbroken, Liam swears revenge. The next morning, they bury the dog under a large tree, their bond deep. On the road again, Liam teaches Alex how to handle guns. Knowing self-defense is crucial with a mafia chasing. They avoid hotels, crashing in abandoned houses. At one point, Liam offers to return the money, but Alex refuses, saying it brought bad luck, and they burn it. Meanwhile, the gang discovers a circled location in Chicago on the map and plans an ambush. As Liam and Alex approach, the gang spots them earlier than expected. Liam swerves to lose them, but his car overheats. Realizing they can't escape by driving, Liam grabs a sniper rifle and takes out the driver, causing the gang's car to crash. 3 gang members survive, fire back. With their car on fire, Liam and Alex retreat to a barn for cover. The gang split up to search for them, but one by one, Liam picked them off with expert precision. The last 2 thugs, in a panic, started firing blindly in the direction of Liam's shots. Liam and Alex hatched a plan. Alex would fire a shot to lure the thugs out, giving Liam a chance to move. The trick worked, and soon Liam took down another thug, leaving just one left. But the boy's shot had put him in danger. The gang boss found Alex hiding behind a stack of straw. Scared, Alex slipped and fell, and by the time Liam returned, the boss had taken Alex hostage. With no choice, Liam dropped his gun. The boss, feeling cocky, forced Alex to aim the gun at Liam, ready to make him shoot. What he didn't expect was that Alex had learned a few tricks from Liam. Instead of pulling the trigger, Alex released the bullets from the gun. The boss bent down to pick them up, giving Liam just enough time to charge in and knock the gun away. A fight broke out, and the boss hit Liam repeatedly. The guy's head was as hard as a rock, but just when things were looking bad for Liam, he shot an iron ball that turned the fight in his favor. Liam grabbed the gun from Alex and shot the boss in the stomach. But instead of finishing him off, the boss pulled out a military medal from his jacket, explaining that his dream had always been to be a soldier, not a criminal. Moved by the boss's confession, Liam couldn't bring himself to fire the last shot. He left the gun with 1 bullet on the ground, giving the boss a chance to end things on his own terms, in line with the soldier's code. In the end, Liam brought Alex to his relatives in Chicago, just as his mother had asked. He handed Alex his own medal before quietly leaving, satisfied that the boy was safe. And just like that, their adventure came to a close.